Welcome to The Front Door, a web series where buyers get clarity, sellers gain strategy, and investors uncover insight. This is the full home experience. Let's enter through. The Front Door. Here's your host, Atlanta Realtor, Melody Cowan.
Excited, y'all. I'm really excited because I'm sitting today here with Bourjou, and we are going to be exploring, we're going to be learning. She's going to provide such rich insights and points of view as a interior designer and expert. I'm going to let you talk a little bit about yourself, but things that stuck out to me, one, chief among them, she's the founder and principal designer of Design and Curations, where we are sitting, by the way. Her work, as I have come to really admire, it blends organic, modern, and Mediterranean influences. Recently, she was recognized by Modern Luxury Interiors as a designer to watch in Atlanta. And that's just one of her many accomplishments and accolades. But tell us a little bit more about you.
Thank you, first of all, coming in and bringing me coffee. It's just really, really much appreciated. Hey, hi, everyone. This is Bourjou. I founded Design and Curations back in 2022 as a side gig, and it turned into something so special for our family, for the people that we help. So it is about, like you just explained very briefly, it's about bringing timely and timeless, modern and vintage, and also my Mediterranean roots, along with the Southern charm. So I try to bring all those together and just bring the best of two worlds to the clients that we serve every day.
And we kind of share a kindred spirit. We were raised in kind of the marketing, advertising, PR worlds, and Bourjou was a lead executive at Coca-Cola. And so you have this really great kind of fusion of the corporate world and then tapping into your creative genius to create design and curation. So when I discovered your work on Instagram, I was instantly drawn to it because, as she mentioned, of the Mediterranean influences. We've talked, she's educated me from, what were you just telling me about? Elevations and arches and all the things.
Yes.
So
art and science.
Yes.
That's the science part.
Yes, art and science. So we're going to dive right in. I want you to kind of tell us a little bit about your design approach and how do you talk me through that?
So our philosophy for the design is bringing calm, cozy, and collected all together. So calm comes through my own search for creating serene spaces for myself, which means that it's not minimal in a sense, but it's more like decluttered, clean, but at the same time has this warmth. That's why the cozy part comes in. That's layered, that's colored, that has this earthy outside-in approach. So you will see in our design, you will see greens, you will see moody browns, you will see full drenched powder rooms. But then you will see a big majority of, even here in studio, you will see white walls, which comes from my Mediterranean clean lines. So I like to have those like calm and cozy together. That's again like best of two worlds. And the collected comes from, it's not one set. You have to collect. Like you have to bring different points of view, different materials, different textures. That just brings the collection. And also it needs to feel collected through the spaces in your house. So we have so many open floor examples in our houses. So you have to figure out how your living room will talk with your kitchen, then with your, family room, and everything works together. That's the collection part comes into play. They don't need to be from the same manufacturer or same collection, but they have to work together.
Yeah, I love that because I think that sometimes people can get afraid of like layering. It can be like, okay, this is my kitchen, this is only kitchen stuff, this is my dining room, it's only dining room. But to your point, it should all flow to kind of tell a story.
That's the collection.
Yes. I love that. Which leads me to, if you're kind of a homeowner, because I think sometimes, particularly for people that are already existing homeowners, they don't really know how to even think about decorating. So what would you say is the most misunderstood kind of expectation or understanding when you're a homeowner when it comes to design?
I'm not sure if it is misunderstood, but I think it's more scared. Is they got overwhelmed with decision fatigue, and then they go and buy the set.
Yeah.
And that's very understandable. I empathize with that. You can't visualize. Some people can visualize, some people cannot. And then they go in and they don't want to get into the trouble of things not working together. So they just go buy the exact set for the same furniture and then have the armchair, or especially in the bedroom. So that's the one thing that I feel like happens multiple times, but I can understand why it's happening. And that's where we come in, and to help to feel that they are still part of the same family, but they're different. They're literally different furniture. They're different. So that's the one thing. The second thing is using very similar thing, same materials all around. Just mix it. Don't be
give me
afraid.
an example.
Just mix it. Yes, minimum 2 metals. Please mix it. Example, mix the brush brass with bronze. Will look beautiful. You have to have a consistent hardware, obviously. You have to have all of your, let's say in the kitchen hardware should be brushed brass.
Yeah.
But then you can introduce bronze in your light fixtures. You can introduce bronze in some other forms and shapes, sconces. So, or in the bathroom, obviously your plumbing fixtures should be the same finish, but then you can again introduce mirrors with bronze detail or sconces from. So that's the layering part. That makes it interesting. That makes it thought through. So it's not like, again, one drop shop. Mixed materials is the second thing I would love to underline. That is scary.
Yeah.
Just do it.
What are some other materials other than metals like that are some people don't
I like
even
to
consider?
mix wood colors.
Okay.
So here, example, this is like a chocolate brown, but then it works with very like oak, like white oak, and it works. Just maybe don't mix red oak with white oak, but same tone. Think about it as a color palette from a Sherwin-Williams catalog, and you know that there's like a bright goes down to the saturation. Work things like that. So to me, these are from the same family, but this is darker, this is lighter, and I like to mix them together.
I love that. Because sometimes even like with jewelry, you know how people will be like, if I'm wearing gold, I can't wear silver. If I'm wearing silver, but I mix them. So I think that can
I should
be applied
start
to
with
home.
the jewelry. I'm a very gold girl.
Yes, yes.
I will.
But you can mix them. You're right. I like that. Okay. So tell us a little bit about, this is more so focusing a little bit on home buyers. And so when buyers walk into a home, what architectural elements would you consider that help them emotionally connect to the space right away?
Okay, that's a good question. So let's step back. Emotional connection is about your journey and your life, right? I think it's more about your childhood, everything that you will go through, but it all starts with the landscaping and the door, front door, back to what you're saying. So that facade is very important. And second thing is the kitchen. I think that's the most popular renovation that we're doing is kitchen.
That's the crown jewel.
That is the heart of home.
Yeah.
You literally spend most of your time there, either cooking or entertaining or sitting, or doing your homework, just whatever. You start your day there. So the kitchen is, again, maybe it's not exactly architectural, but that's the second piece that's very important for the homeowners. And the third thing is mainly, I always think, at least that was my personal experience, the windows, because it looks out to the world. And the reason that we purchased our current home, our long-term home, is the arch windows. That was the arch. That was me showstopper. I saw that arch window looking out and see that lush greenery, because that's something that's going to stay there.
Yeah.
You can always update your fireplace.
Yeah.
But you most probably can't. And you can. Everything is possible.
Yeah.
But that will mean that you have to change exterior of your house too. So the windows, how it looks,
they're like the eyes to the house,
eye to the world.
Yeah.
From outside in and inside out. So to me, that's the third thing. Maybe it's important for any homeowner to take a good look to the houses.
Okay, so we said windows,
kitchen and the front door, the facade of the house.
Okay. That's good to know because I wouldn't have thought. I think windows. I'm gonna be honest. I think people underestimate windows, and like I think they don't realize. Like, have you ever seen a house where the windows are just too big, or they're disproportioned, or there are too many of them, like where they don't seem intentional. So I think sometimes people underestimate the importance of the windows and what they mean to the full entire
It brings the
design.
light in.
Yeah.
It literally changes the white tone of the, like your, exactly the decision for you to make for the wall colors is also depends on how much light you get in.
Right.
And that's through your windows.
Yeah.
How that's placed. Like one of the consistently renovation items that we always spec is the bigger kitchen windows. So I think we did multiple times through the last 2 years. As a sink window, we always made it bigger.
Yeah.
Like either picture window or clean glass or grid, whatever. But they were smaller. So by the client, once we showed them how it could look bigger, they immediately invested in it. So.
Yeah.
Again, that's an interesting way to look at.
I like that. And what should buyers look past when they're touring a home? And what should they pay close attention to from a design perspective? And I've seen this be something I've had to like know enough to be dangerous on when showing homes to prospective buyers. You know, look away on this. Like, this is not a deal breaker. Or we do need to focus on this because this is a deal breaker. But from a design perspective, what would those things be?
Hardscape, I think, the things that you cannot immediately change, unless you have it's all about the budget too. I think, let me pause a second and just, so a few things that you cannot change immediately. Again, it goes back to higher ceiling. So I would love to, that's again very personal, but it's important that you should feel, back to our conversation on the calm, serene, it comes with the height, the breathing room. So that ceiling is kind of important.
Yes.
The other thing is that I think the flow of the house is very important. Like, I don't know if you believe in Feng Shui or not, but overall, the flow of the house. So how the kitchen works through the living room, how living room works through the family room, how the stairs work, so the flow of the house, the ceiling of the house, those are the things that you cannot immediately change. I think it's important that you know what's important for you. Do you need your main bedroom on the main floor, or so I think even before reaching out to you, they should be aware of how many rooms they need, but more than that, what is the layout of the rooms? Like, do you want the kitchen to be accessible? Do you want that to be a little bit separate from each other? So the layout, the floor plan, the flow of it, it's important and it's very personal.
Yeah. What are some things that you feel like you can kind of adjust to if you come into the house, the floor plan rather is what you want. And it's like, okay, but I hate these light fixtures. You know what I mean? Those are things that you can probably say, all right, well, let's not look at the light fixtures because we can change all of those.
That's exactly, and always layer.
Yeah.
So I'm putting pin on a light fixture because that's a very interesting conversation, and I feel like we have to educate our clients over and over again. The light fixture is the jewel of the house. It's an investment. It's not something that you have to splurge. So a few things. So you can update your flooring. It's just, you can refinish it all the time. We always all the time refinish it. As long as it's hardwood, it's easy.
And sometimes when you rip that up, you don't know what's underneath there. It could be.
The flooring is easy update. Obviously, it's not physically easy, but it can.
Yeah.
The walls, obviously, we touch them all the time. Either paint them or wallpaper or plaster, the Roman clay. So all those things.
I want to come back to wallpaper too.
And then the other thing that we typically always do is bringing more storage in kitchen and being very clever about it. So, for example, the island, we always add the other side of island as well, at upper cabinets as well, so that you have storage in the both sides. So those are like storage is, you can always add more storage in a very intentional way. Light fixtures, like you just said, and again, always layer the light fixtures. Like if minimum have 3 types of light sources in the room. One could be light fixtures like this, the chandeliers, the pendants, more like downward. And then you have the sconces. You have to have something, either table lamp or floor lamp or a sconce. And then you will have recess and can light. That's kind of like 3 layers in every room that you should have.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. And do you feel like, and you said that lighting, you gotta splurge. Is that your point of view?
Yes,
Okay.
Going back. Lighting, yes, you have to splurge because it's also, even if it's an investment house, you can easily add to your value for the house. It's part of the house, and it works with the design of the rest of the part of the house. So light fixtures, definitely you have to splurge.
Yeah, I had a client once.
Not maybe in every room.
Yeah, right. Like not maybe your kids' rooms or like.
Yeah, or maybe in the hallway.
Yeah.
You can keep it clean. Unless you want a hallway to just wow. You might not, but definitely in the kitchen, the pendants over the island, the living room. Some like powder room, that's the most, it's gonna be like everyone will see it. So just splurge there as well. So those are the things that you have to take into consideration when you do renovation.
I had a client once that had got these like beautiful lights from, I don't even know where, somewhere in Europe. And when we were putting their house on the market, he was like, we're taking those lights. So like they had the people come to take the lights out the ceiling, and we got some like Amazon faux lights to replicate them, but he was like, no, those lights are coming with me. So yeah, that is very true.
That's a real investment. He's taking with him.
Yes. This is now, we're gonna shift a little bit more to on the selling side. So if a homeowner is kind of preparing to sell, what would you say are the top 3 design changes that can make a home show better without having to do like a full renovation?
Fresh paint,
okay.
Obviously. No brainer. You have to have fresh paint. I think we do a few times like soft cleanup on the kitchen. You don't have to, sometimes they do refinish their cabinetry with new colors so that it looks, and then you can update your hardware in the cabinetry. So it will instantly change the vibe. And it's not expensive, so you can just update the hardware. Some fixtures, the plumbing fixtures that are very, in a common area, it's easy to update those and then make the biggest impact. So that's the second thing, the fixtures, hardware, or some plumbing fixtures. And I feel like the last thing I would say, stage in a way that everyone could feel that could be their house.
Yes.
So remove your family belongings unless they are really, really like, important for that moment in that corner. Just remove that, but make it more like something that everyone can see themselves living in that space.
That's good. I was going to ask you, how do you feel about staging, and do you think that there are some kind of important elements of that? But I think, like you just said, removing photos, making sure that it's a space that anybody could walk in and say, oh, this could be my home.
I can see myself here. Yes.
I think that's really important. And are there decorating choices you commonly see that kind of unintentionally hurt a home's market value, where you're just like, ugh, this is gonna hurt them?
If it is very personal choice of your type of, or your lifestyle, it's a very unique thing. For example, you have the biggest wine fridge, but you don't have a big enough fridge, regular fridge.
Yeah.
So that it's not, it doesn't have to be exact this example, but if it is something personal about you, whereas no one really gonna, we saw actually, that I remember. We saw a house for a client. She was moving in now. She already purchased. There is like a custom wine fridge, of like a wall of custom wine fridge. Like I think there's like 4 doors.
Oh wow!
And her fridge is regular 3 feet.
Oh.
And she said, "I'm gonna remove this. I can't. Like I don't have this many wine to store.
Yeah.
But I wish they could have a second fridge here so that I could have my, extra stuff put it there. So that's why. And then the coffee station is always something. The breakfast corner, coffee station, that's very popular nowadays. Make sure you have that like visually showing people that they can start their day there in the different corner in the kitchen maybe. So that is a very common thing that we have been including more and more in our design, and that I can see a very common expectation from everyone. So if you can have a separated section in your kitchen that looks like it's going to be a breakfast corner with coffee station, that's a win. That also cleans up your counter space in the kitchen. So remove those small gadgets like that are just declutter. Maybe another fourth thing that I can say back to the previous question, declutter your home. Minimize that small gadgets. Just take it to the pantry. So it feels like fresh and clean, and they can just populate themselves.
Yeah. I told my husband for like one of our milestone anniversaries, some people are like, I want a luxury bag or luxury trip. I said, honey, I want a scullery. Can you build me a scullery?
Oh, that will be like.
Are you seeing a lot of? I just think that they are so. And I feel like I've seen so many designs of sculleries that are just like so exquisite.
I didn't see that, but I just recently saw a closet that was bigger than the bedroom.
Oh, wow.
I think I was like, wow, just wow. I don't know how many dresses there, like how many shoes there, but it could fit just bigger than
whole
the bedroom.
Oh, wow.
That told me that her priority was
for
not
sure.
bedroom,
Yes.
but her clothes and her shoes and her bags. And she even had the lock for the closet, which she should. So that was like, wow. That was something that I would never forget.
Yeah. Have you done a scullery? Because I'm going to have to enlist you for my scullery.
Not yet. But never.
I'm going to get a scullery.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one.
Looks like you will.
I'm going to get one.
No, maybe, I don't know when, but you will get it.
It's on my what do you call those, vision boards? Vision boards. So from your experience, how do thoughtful decorating choices influence perceived value? So, I'm aware that there oftentimes isn't like a 1-for-1, but how would you, in your experience, describe, thoughtful decorating choices influence perceived value? And maybe you've kind of talked a little bit about that. Like maybe that's kind of going to the lighting, the flooring,
the hardware, the jewel of the home. Like just make it intentional. It doesn't have to be super expensive, but just make it maybe like a one level higher than what it is, so it's not immediate builder grade. Immediately when we see the blinds, we call it builder blinds. That's the first thing we remove and create like drapes. It softens the space immediately. It makes it more warmth, more welcoming. I know, I'm aware, not every window can have drapes, but you can make sure you at least have a Roman shade or something that is more like textured, warm. That immediately changes the vibe of the house and makes it luxurious. So if you still have that like plastic blinds, most probably it will feel less perceived, whereas if you swap them, and there are so many options, there are so many good vendors now that they do by measurement, and it's very accessible pricing wise. That is one thing that I think window treatment is very important. Light fixture, we already talked, hardware, we talked about those things, but the window treatment is also another thing.
Do you think, even like from perceived value, sometimes like I think in your primary areas, so like your kitchen, your entry point, when there's like LVP in there, or even in the kitchen, if it seems like it's like faux stone, like this isn't like real quartzite or even marble, if that's what you're gonna do, to me that makes it seem, the value seems, and I'm questioning everything else in the house.
No, exactly, you're right. So the LVP, I think, belongs to basement or more functional spaces. It can be bathroom, it can be something that is intentionally there. I like LVP. There are so many great options now. They look really, really cool and just textural, but it belongs into more like wear and tear. Like, again, basements.
I agree.
Bathrooms, if you want to go that route. then the hardwood is the most important, because then you can refinish it over and over again with the things that is important to you. So our own home, it was red oak and was very dark, the flooring, and that we refinished with a lighter color. That worked for us. And another owner, if we choose to leave, could change it again. So that's the beauty of the investment and timeless factor of it. That's definitely the floor. But I think going back to the stones on the kitchens, we use quartz all the time. There are different versions of the quartz. I think if the quartz is trying too much to look like a marble, then it looks a little undervalued or cheap. You have to I always tell to my clients and myself too, we have samples obviously all the time, but get the sample, take it to your house and look it into the real lighting. And then live with it for a few days. Then decide if this is the stone that you want in your kitchen. Because in the bright light, you might love it. Next to the other things, it might be beautiful. But in the isolation of everything, in your own space, take those samples and live with it a few days, and then go all in. Because that's the biggest part of the kitchen. I will catch those details. And don't make, like, there are beautiful quartz that looks like marble, but there are ones that are very, very obvious that they are quartz, but they're trying too hard to be marble. Just stay away from those. There are like cloudy ones that I love, that we use a few times. Like I think like here at least I have like 2 quartz that I love how they feel, but we pay close attention. Even if it's the quartz, we pay close attention to how it feels, how it's is it cloudy, it looks real, it looks soft. Then we go all in. Quartzite we love a lot, but they are also very busy because they're natural stone and there are not like very subtle ones that in our design we tend to go a little bit subtle, just calm. Whereas we go busier in powder rooms or maybe extra kitchens or the butler pantry. The marble, if you're more into wear and tear, you're scared of the thing staining, it will. It will have patina and it looks beautiful. But then you have to go all in, knowing that it will wear and tear and have some patina over time.
That's, I mean, and I feel like sometimes, to your point, people that I feel like have marble, you don't got kids. You just don't have kids.
I grew up in a household. My grandfather was a marble merchant, an artisan back in Turkey. We're from the southern part of Turkey, and he had this factory full of real big stone marbles. So I lived in a house that's everything was marble, and I didn't know it was imported, like everything, like tables, like from coffee tables, because he was making an extra thing. It was coming to our grandma's house. So I feel like it's beautiful. Personally, I like how it comes with some kind of aging. Character. But again, it's very personal. If you don't like that, then you just need to focus on the quartz that looks very natural and clean. And there are ones that you can find.
Do you go, when you go to the stone yards, do you find like you can get, I don't know what the proper term is, but like if there's leftover pieces,
slabs,
can you get them cheaper there, like at the?
There are slabs, but then you cannot. So you have to have time to go through the different stone yards to find your slab, because again, that small part could be so small, it won't be enough for you. But there is a misconception that marble is not the most expensive. Sometimes, like there are marbles that are good price as well. It's just, again, your commitment to have a natural stone in your kitchen or not. That's a big commitment to be. There are also metals like that, so unfinished lacquered brass that ages with time with the water spillovers. That's, again, that patina. If you like it, we like it as designers, but again, it depends on your personal choice. But marble definitely increases the value of the house.
Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely, even if people.
It's luxury. And it's not as expensive as you might guess.
I didn't know. I didn't know that. What design trends are homeowners excited about right now? Like, what are you seeing that they're like, oh my gosh, we got to do this?
Okay, unpopular opinion. I don't like trends.
Okay.
For home.
Right, you're timeless. You're timeless.
No, but also I want to explain why. I love news. I love freshness. I love timely aspect of design. Your home needs to evolve. There are new things for courts that are beautiful now, court sites that are so beautiful as well. But it doesn't have to be your hardscape or your main things that you cannot change in 5 years or 3 years needs to be timeless. So I wouldn't recommend anyone to follow trends for renovation, but follow their heart for renovation. And I don't believe neutral world will or earthy colors is a trend or no, it's not. It's a personal choice. If you like earth tones, you like earth tones. Don't do it because everyone else is doing it. Do it because you liked it.
Yeah.
However, there are things that excite me a lot for 2026. Like I wrote in my blog recently, because we visit twice a year the furniture show that we see the new coming things, like what is new, what's fresh. And I recently have seen a few of them. The first one, the brown tones, the deep chocolate tones, the velvet. Now we have performance velvet. So velvet is not going to be something that you have to scared from. Like you can blend, you can have a functional family full of active kids and dogs, and you can still have your velvet with you. So there are performance velvets that has brown tones, olive tones, that's burgundy, that I'm very excited about, having some kind of dark tones into the house. Another thing I am very excited because I'm obsessed with arches, the slope arm sofas. You will see everywhere now. And you can call it trend, but I think it's timeless because, arches, that soft curves they were in centuries, so it's gonna stay. But now you can also have it in your home with the curved furniture. I love it, and I want to have more of them in our designs. Another thing that is very popular, and I tend to believe it's going to be there, but don't make it in a big chunks. The teddy or boucles, the teddy fabrics that has this texture.
Okay.
Like almost like a teddy bear.
Okay.
And that textured fabric.
Where was it? Where?
Shepherd, or like in armchairs. So usually don't buy it in your full big sectional. Yeah. Don't do that. But go with something accent piece. Yes, exactly. Like in the stool, it can be even in your throw blanket, throw pillows, but just integrate a different texture.
Layering.
That's exactly layering. So you need to have at least one or two different fabric.
Okay.
Just don't go buy all velvet. Just buy velvet, boucle, and then maybe a little bit linen. I don't know. Just try to figure out, and then you will still see more and more that textured fabrics, including the shepherd, like very bulky fabrics in our accent pieces.
Oh, you're gonna have to send me some places, because I'm really intrigued by the sloped furniture, like the couches you were saying.
Immediately I can say,
that sounds gorgeous.
It was everywhere. It was everywhere. Now you will see more in the bed, headboards.
Yeah.
We recently sourced one for our project that's going to be installed in March, like whole headboards like this, but then there's a curve of arm hugging the bed. I'm like, can I have you also? So that's something that we kept on seeing over and over again. It makes it like welcoming. It just softens the space immediately.
And I feel like it's interesting. Without being...
It's architectural, but in a furniture.
Yeah, without being like... Oh, you know what I mean? Like sucking up the room, but just
quiet luxury.
Yeah, very quiet luxury. I like that.
Little moments of happiness. Yes.
Okay, so this is actually my favorite part of the conversation.
Okay.
It's called, are we accepting it through the front door, or are we kicking it out the back door?
Oh, okay.
All white kitchens.
All white, kicking out.
Kicking out.
You need to bring some layers.
I agree.
But I will still recommend and design white cabinetry, but then maybe the island will be different and the sconces will be different. There will be layers to it.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Just don't go all white everywhere. Just add some layers, some moodiness.
Yeah. Open shelving in the kitchen.
That's to me stays.
Okay, that's coming through the front door.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
okay.
just intentional. Yes.
Okay.
I don't like bulky, full cabinet everywhere. Just overwhelms me.
But then you have to be ready to stay organized.
That's why it's
Decluttering,
intentional. I
yeah.
said intentional.
Yeah.
Don't make all of your upper cabinets completely open shelving. No, don't do that. I'm not saying that. But at least look into the sink wall, let's say. If that's your focal window, focal point, then just don't have only upper cabinets.
Yeah.
Just let the world breathe. And then you can still have your upper cabinets on the side. I'm not shying away from storage, but don't also make everything open shelving.
Yeah.
Middle ground.
Yeah, okay.
But stays.
Bold accent walls, moody paintings, the moody painting of walls, wallpaper, all things kind of wall.
Stays.
Okay.
Front door.
Front door.
With the caveat of no accent walls. So if you're going to go and create a moment, just go all in. You kept
Do the
on
whole
saying,
room.
Whole room.
Okay.
Obviously, you might not want to do all your living room.
Yeah.
But you can do your home office, you can make your basement, you can make your powder room, you can make your, those are smaller spaces. Just make it all shine, and it's almost like a cave of moodiness. Just be kept on paint. Now we are painting the ceiling. We're even wallpapering the ceiling.
I've seen that. Now, and so front door for you still is wallpaper.
Wallpaper is yes.
Okay.
And yes, but no accent walls.
No accent walls. That's out the back door.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Calcutta tile.
I love it.
You
Obviously
do?
love it. I love
Okay.
it. It's timeless.
Okay. Sometimes I think the veining gets to be too much.
There are there are so many different Calcutta white, Calcutta gold, like Calcutta wild. You have it behind you. The wild has this burgundy. If you're a person that's not maximalist, just don't. Again, goes back to you. If you're a maximalist, just you can go all in. You would love it. It will give you happiness. I'm not maximalist. I call myself warm minimalist. So type of that deep veining, seeing it all in the vertical facade, I will get overwhelmed and maybe get bored over time. But there are Calcutta whites and golds, and there are different tones and colors of Calcutta. So I would say choose wisely, have your color palette. Yes, but I wouldn't do so much pattern in the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm with you. Last but not least, formal living room and dining rooms.
I love them. What can I say? I don't know if they're functional or not, but they're beautiful, and you can create the moment that you want, so it stays.
Okay. I'm with you. I can go either way on your formal living room, but I gotta have a formal dining room. That's like whenever.
Even if you don't use them all the time.
But it's to me, it's such a like.
You can show your personality.
Yes.
You can show your character there.
Yes.
And then obviously your kids can mess it up, your family room. That's fine. Go there. But this is me and my decor ideas and everything there.
Yes, I love a formal
if it is in budget, just keep it.
Yes. Okay. And what would you say is one small decorating change that delivers an outsized impact?
Wow, that's $1 million question. I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know. I think layering and levels is very important. Just example, if you're designing or decorating a coffee table, it's as simple as that. You have to have 3 levels.
Tell me more.
Something flat lay, something a short bowl or a candle, and then you have to have a tall vase or a candle, like something tall, something medium, and something flat lay. Just play with the height.
Okay.
It
the
will
elevation.
give the, different elevations that will give intentional feel.
Okay. That's good. This is my last question. What would you say, what's the best advice for homeowners who want their space to feel personal but still appeal to future buyers?
Okay. I think if you want it to be personal, you can still let me explain hardscape and softscape. So hardscape should be something that is timeless and should be appealing to everyone, because you cannot change it every 2 years, 3 years. Softscape, like a furniture, like a decoration, or even the wall color. You can do it personal, because everyone will say, okay, I can repaint it, that's fine. But if you're planning on selling your house in the 3 to 5 years, just make sure your kitchen is a little bit generic. Not generic is a boring in sense, but it's more like timeless and less.
That would be your hardscape?
Personal hardscape. Like big renovations, try to make it general for everyone to envision themselves there, but just show all of your personality in the wall colors, your furniture, your decors, because that's something that you can change. And even you will change your mind in a few years. You might get bored of that sofa, that's fine. You don't have to live with it. As long as you have the funds for it, you can change it, but you cannot change your flooring every other year.
Yeah. To me, I think it's such a compliment if for a seller, if a buyer comes in and says, I just want the house like it is. They get, you know what I mean? Like, how much is it more if I just buy?
That's perfect.
That to me is,
yes. Means that you're aligned with your overall aesthetic.
Yes.
That's perfect.
I think that's just like chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, you really covered all the things. I hope you've enjoyed this conversation as much as I have.
I love it.
You just provided such rich insights. I feel like you are such an expert in the field, and that's evident in this very rich conversation. So tell us where we can find you. I'm going to put this all in the caption as well, but tell us where we can find you, where people can learn more about you.
First of all, thank you, Melody, for reaching out. You have such an energy and aura that really pulls people in. The first time we talked with you on the phone, you are very sharp, you're passionate, and I appreciate how passionate people are about the things that they do. So anyone who works with you is so special and lucky. Because they will know that you are all in for them.
Thank you.
That's the best thing. You gave me that energy, and I just wanted to have this conversation with you.
Thank you.
So desperately. And thank you for coming to our studio. And you can find us in Instagram. We are very active. That's why one thing that I love. I might be addicted to Instagram. But we have Pinterest for all of our projects that we keep on. So that's inspiration part for us. So the Pinterest. And I just started YouTube.
Yay.
It's cringy seeing yourself. But again, I'm trying. I really love what we do. I really want to show more people of what we do, the behind the scenes. So those are the 3 platforms that they can find us. We have TikTok, but I don't recommend you to go TikTok.
Well, thank you, Burcu. Thank you so much for your time and your knowledge, and for sharing them with me and with y'all. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, please make sure to reach out to me. This is the first of many to come, and remember, every step starts through the front door. Thanks.